For years now, we've heard rumors that Robert Downey Jr. was in talks to return to the MCU, and a lot of us really didn't believe it. But now they've officially announced he is returning as Doctor Doom, and Marvel fans are condemning this move as desperate. It says many Marvel fans are condemning the decision to cast him as Doctor Doom. This weekend, it was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con that the Iron Man star, whose character was killed off in Endgame, would return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a completely different stead. His casting as the Fantastic Four villain was announced alongside the new film, which will be titled Avengers Doomsday, which that was supposed to originally be Kang Dynasty, meaning they've made this decision in the past half a year to a year max. It means they already would have had to have been in talks with him. And then as they decided to drop Jonathan Majors, they had to figure out very quickly a way to save this upcoming movie. And now they've retitled it and they've rebranded it and changed it. But this move is actually being condemned by a lot of people as desperate, which I do agree with. There are a lot of questions that we have at this point regarding what's going to happen, how this is going to work. And one possibility is that he's simply playing, a new MCU role independent of any connection to Tony Stark. Don't forget that Doctor Doom is well known for never taking off his mask, so we don't actually know if we will see his face within the movie either. Now, of course, there have been characters within the MCU that have been played by the same actor. There's one actor who's done multiple things. There's not a giant list, but there are some notable examples. Prior to portraying Steve Rogers or Captain America in the MCU, Chris Evans played the Fantastic Four's Johnny Storm or Human Torch. We had Michael B. Jordan starring in the Fantastic Four reboot before playing a villain in Black Panther. Michelle Yeoh had a minor cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy before appearing in Shang-Chi, so we don't exactly know, but they're clearly going to market this heavily with the fact that it's Robert Downey Jr. Now, there are versions of Doctor Doom in the Marvel Multiverse who are actually Tony Stark. One of these is Iron Maniac, a version of Tony Stark introduced in 2004's Marvel Team Up. Another is featured in 2010's What If Iron Man Demon in an Armor #1. In that world, Victor Von Doom swapped bodies with Tony Stark in college, but because Tony Stark is already dead in the MCU and they haven't brought him back, we don't know if they're going to try to tie one of those storylines in, if he won't take off the mask and we basically won't know that it's him. There's a lot of questions that we have, and a lot of people wish that they had given some more information. There's a lot of people calling it a desperate move to revive what they believe to be a dying franchise, while others are merely frustrated that he is returning to the MCU after winning an Oscar for Oppenheimer. It says it has also been criticized due to the fact that Doctor Doom is of Romani descent, a detail that shapes the character's backstory in a crucial manner, and casting him strips away this decision from the character. It's going to be a very long time before we get more information on this. Clearly, they are probably still working on the details themselves, but they had to make some kind of announcement at SDCC, and this is the one that they've made, so there's going to be a lot of speculation circulating for a long time. Will this actually be the revival of the MCU? I personally think that would be extremely difficult for them at this point, since Infinity War and Endgame, there have been failures after failures, and lots of people have given up on the MCU. Yes, we've seen some successes, like the recently released Deadpool and Wolverine that is absolutely dominating the box office, but even the few good movies can't negate all the bad ones we've gotten. So will this be a massive win and the MCU will be saved? I don't know. I'm not holding my breath, and clearly a lot of people are agreeing that it's too little too late. But that's all that I had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.